This fountain is Fountain 16044. It's a special design. It has a coon lid. Coon lid means it has just a inner ring with water inside, so when the cat drink on it or like to play with the water and like to scoop the water out, there is a wider rim where the water can drop and flow back. So it's a bit less of a mess they can do than when the water is close to the rim. The spout has a bit of a fence, and the rose handle pump pours the water into this trog. Excuse me, I don't know the word in English. Anyway, and from there back into the ring, and from here it flows back into the bowl through this through the backflow. The lid is secured, so even a strong cat can't lift it up. There are stainless steel cotter pins. These cotter pins, these ones are not under tension, so the cat would easy pull it out, can pull it out, but you see, no. So just I bend it a bit, so you see now it's under tension, and when you pull it in, it's like a spring, so you can't, it's difficult to pull it out. So the cat, you can do it because you are stronger, but the cat can't do it. So, and you can adjust it to your liking. Here for demonstration it's without, but when this will be delivered, then the cotter pins are under tension. So here are two handles on both sides. You can lift the fountain up on this handle, so it's easier to move the fountain. Okay, so let's look inside. First we remove the, no, come on, the sieve cover. Sieve cover is just for optic. We have another sieve cover. You see this one. This one has a possibility to secure the cover so that the cat can't pull it out. Therefore we have here a stainless steel pin. The stainless steel pin goes through here and here and through the hole underneath, certainly, the lid. So you have to remove the lid, put it in and just put it through. So it makes it more difficult for the cat to pull it out. So now you hear the sound of the backflowing water. You can't hear the pump, but you can hear the sound of the backflowing water. So when we pull the pre-filter back in, that the noise is reduced. And usually we can get it fully disappearing. Okay, so just push the foam a bit so that it soaks with water, and then the flow is more evenly and you will not hear it. Next thing is I have just a bit of water inside, so it falls deep. And with the deep falling water you will get naturally a bit more noise. When you fill it up, when you fill the fountain up till up here, then you will have no noise at all. and you can't hear the pump as well. Good. Let's pull here. You see the cable coming out. Here is the switch. Switch it off. Switch it back on. So, to power the pump, you can use either a fixed voltage wall power plug. It's this one. It's 5 volt. It's this example. Or you can connect to the pump a variable voltage wall transformer. It's not useful with this spout. Then you see this is a setting with 3 volt. Here is a setting with 4.5. Here is a setting with 6 volt, and it will overflow with 7.4, 7.5. So 5 volt, 4.5 or 5 volt, it's a good setting, and therefore the fixed voltage 5 volt adapter is the best for this one. You can also let it run with batteries. So in this case, because we just saw 6 volt is a bit much, let's put a dummy inside and connect the pump to the battery, and it runs with a battery. You can put this battery somewhere hidden and behind, or instead of this alkaline batteries, you can use a USB power pack. This USB power packs provide 5 volt. Connected. You can go on my website. There you find under battery fountains a list of batteries we've tested. With this is Imuto. With this battery, the fountain runs approximately 5 days. Good, so much to this. Let's switch it off. And look inside. So first we pour good, and we don't like to make a mess. Disconnect the spout. You see, the spout is connected back here. And then you see inside pump and filter. So now you can look inside. Here you see the pump, and here you can see the filter. In this case we have a biofilter. The biofilter uses bulk, also use loose charcoal. So to unscrew it, exchange the charcoal, hold the tubing. This tubing is beverage grade tubing with silver embedded, so it's a antimicrobial tubing. So we hold the tube here and unscrew the lid. So here you can see now the media bag with the charcoal. Here's a ring. The ring provides the sack that it's not catched by the thread, and so blocks the whole thing. So here's a media bag. Pull it out, and here you can see the charcoal. So after a month, exchange it, wash the sack under water, rinse the charcoal because it's dusty, and fill it back in, fold the media back in, take the ring, put it back in, make sure it holds the media back nicely down, get it and screw it back on. So in this case you might check the pump as well. So you can open the inlet grid, make sure you don't lose the valve, the flow control valve. Make sure it's clean, that no hair or other stuff, slime built up, blocks the inlet grid. Look at the pump. You can release this part as well, and here you can see the impeller, and sometimes the impeller my fingernails are too short, so let's grab okay, here you can pull the impeller out and clean the inside with a Q-tip and clean this stuff. There might be slime on it, dirt, or sometimes a little piece of charcoal just blocks it, goes underneath and blocks the impeller, and then the pump stops. So, and in 99% of the cases you can bring the pump back to life with just put it apart, cleaning the inside. So then put it back on, take your flow control valve, but you don't need it, then it's 100% open anyway. But sometimes, in some cases, you'd like to have a reduced flow. Okay, and then this one, you see here is a indentation for the tube. Push it back on, switch it to fully open, plus, minus, more, less. And here's the indentation, so the pump needs to go where the indentation is. So, and then the cable runs through the notch. This one goes back in the bag. Okay. And you remember, here is marking. The marking goes where the notch is. I usually hold my finger where it is, and then it's easier to... Okay, and now it doesn't wobble. Good. Push the wall power plug back in, connect it, switch it on, and ready to go. Okay, good.